You're listening to IsReal News, 3 daily briefings on the Middle East and on global developments.
From IsReal News, these are the morning headlines for Monday, April 13th. A major escalation in the Gulf as the United States prepares to enforce a shipping blockade of the Strait of Hormuz ahead of a 10 a.m. Eastern deadline. The U.S. military is warning that any vessel entering or leaving Iranian waters without authorization may be seized, diverted, or detained. Neutral ships could also be subject to inspection. Humanitarian shipments, including food and medical supplies, will be allowed through following checks. President Donald Trump says U.S. forces will block all ships traveling to or from Iran as the blockade is enforced across the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea. The move follows a breakdown in weekend talks between Washington and Tehran. Iran is responding with sweeping threats across the region. State media is warning that no port in the Persian Gulf or Gulf of Oman will be safe, saying security in the region will apply to all or to no one. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says a ceasefire with Iran could collapse quickly. Speaking at a cabinet meeting, Netanyahu says the breakdown in negotiations came after what he describes as an Iranian violation of terms tied to reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Netanyahu says his government remains focused on preventing uranium enrichment inside Iran and confirms ongoing coordination with the United States. He adds that fighting continues, including operations in southern Lebanon, with a focus on restoring security to northern Israeli communities. The Israeli military says it is close to capturing Hezbollah's historic stronghold of Bint Jbeil in southern Lebanon. More than 100 operatives have been killed in recent battles, according to the IDF, which says it expects several more days to complete the operation. Sustained rocket fire from Lebanon continues unabated, targeting Kiryat Shmona, the western Galilee, and the Galilee Panhandle. In Nahariya, a direct hit on a home leaves a woman in her 60s lightly wounded, with significant damage reported to the building. Pope Leo XIV is pushing back against criticism from President Trump over the war. The U.S.-born pontiff says the Vatican's calls for peace are rooted in religious principles and rejects what he calls a misunderstanding of that message. Markets are reacting to the renewed tensions. U.S. stock futures are down sharply, with the Dow falling more than 400 points as oil prices spike following the blockade announcement and the collapse of negotiations. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.
Follow IsReal News for 3 daily briefings. Fast, factual, and to the point.